Top morning, laddies. Welcome back to What If Eyeball Was in the Winx Club. So, where we left off, the he, they were like talking about the how this girl snuck right past the security system and went right to Eyeball. Oh, and when Eyeball told Sky or them that about that whole shenanigans thing, as he says, well, someone or of course, Sky knows who she is. She's the princess of some random kingdom. So so he's thinking in his head, why is she here just for him? As it dawns on him, duh, is it obvious? She's in love with him. As, yeah, like when... So, yeah, honestly, the princess of a kingdom that I can't remember falls in love with a knight that's basically Bloom's or Blue's or Bloom's brother, big brother. And yeah. And he's basically a prince of, and so Horace. And as Sky looks, or no, he looks over at him and he tells, or no, he can know that he doesn't, or as they never seen him shake before. As he says, never or knew about love, and I always been at like constant war, like constant kill. Only people that I know the most is my family and my friends. Or as one of them's being a smart Alex, and like he says, "Oh, you do care about," as he gets whacked in the head. Only usually I do that when someone annoys me. As he tells them, it is true. I always been so like guarded. I let my guard down, and then that happened. I don't understand. as he's like basically, of course, Sky looks at him. He he sees why that the love isn't in his obituary. You only need stories of him brutally murdering and like killing everyone. And so now at the where she's at, she can't wait to, like, she actually asked him to go on a date with him, or, or he had no choice. So he's basically, as he's like, and plus Blue's like, what's wrong, big brother? Well, someone and asked me to go on a date with them. So the princess of some other kingdom. As he doesn't understand it, as she remembers, heard when she remembers listening to her sister say that her brother only knows about protect people that he cares about and war. That's all. He doesn't know how love works. So he's getting confused about that. I never understood. And as she can tell that as she tells or teaches him what love is. It's basically opposite to war. You never understood what it means. You only knew war and protect. That's all. And think about love as the protection part. And he doesn't understand that part either. So he's trying to figure that out. Remember back then? And no one even wanted to come close to me? Yeah, because I remember you always been so scary to them. No one wanted to live in constant fear. Or they always live in constant fear when you're around them. As he starts to tear up, as they know that he can't handle that much power, or that he doesn't understand anything else. As she says, it's gonna be alright. I know that you have always been trained to kill monsters and different tribes and protect the people that you care about, like your little sister and all that stuff. So yeah, he doesn't understand what love is. Plus, he's so isolated from love so long. He, of course, so now at her palace thing, the servants were like, "Where have you been?" "Oh, I just went over to talk to that new guy." Or new guy. Not new guy. And he. So she says that. And I asked him to go on a date. What's his name? And oh, I think he was Eyeball. As they're like, wait, so the most dangerous person in the entire world? You just asked him to go on a date with you? Yeah, is there a problem? Yeah. You heard the stories about how he he's always been like always constantly at war and protecting his friends, his family, and everyone. And every time he goes near, or no one even wants to come close to him. So you're saying that he's more dangerous when... But I don't know. He's freaked out though when... As a couple days passed, or let's say, yeah, tomorrow after that, he because he got forced into a like dating thing. He doesn't understand what dating means. As his sister is teaching him how dating works. Because she can tell that he's been always at war. So yeah, just imagine, you been growing up, wants war, and protect the people that you care about, treat them as family. But if there was no war, then there would be like peace and harmony. Yeah? And you are supposed to being loved by, or getting loved by someone that's not afraid. um, and yeah, that's the same situation as what Eyeball is doing. As he's trying to figure out why as he doesn't understand what as his own sister walks over to him and says, "Huh, you're so used to protecting and having war, you're as his or plus I don't even know what to wear." As Eyeball is saying, I don't know what to wear. Alright. As he's trying his hardest to think hard. As his like he's trying to think. As yeah, so everyone knows that when he even his sister knows when every time he tries to think, he always tries to hit something, and as they know that so they put him in the suit and tie and all that stuff. As yeah, he's basically, and so he never truly understands, but she understands that he's never been in a like relationship with somebody. As she tells him that that she knows that you're always been at war with every person that that's why your a title is or official title is the Devil's Sword. And Mr. Eyeball. But she understands it's something new. So she's basically dating him. And then now it was finally time. So she got married to him. As she as Bloom remembers that the no matter who I am or who I was, I'll always be your brother, no matter what. Okay? As they basically became like between her and Eyeball became married. And yeah. He's never been so calmed down about anything. as she tells him that you're so calm, as he says, yeah, I don't know why. Living in constant war and all that stuff. Huh? And then having been frozen in ice all my life. As he's trying to piece them all together. As when they got home, they basically had that thing. So a couple days later, she named her to though she gave birth to, if I had those two drawings, well, I can't find or couldn't draw the picture, but I sure do know that or what their kids looked like. The first kid looked like her, but with red hair. Not orange, not like his sister, but she had like red hair, and she got a named Rose. Like basically like flower, rose, and the other is a gentleman, and named I'm trying to think of the name. He kind of looks like him, but if he was in that suit of armor. And definitely not calling him Darkness, but call him Warlord. Ern. Okay? Because she named her daughter Rose. And then the other named Dark Clouds or Darkness Clouds, because he's like opposite to like clear, or no, to sky. So basically, yeah, so Dark Cloud Warlord, that's his full name. And Rose, the Peacekeeper Rose of Clear Skies. That's it. That's her full name. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? And their official titles is Warlord. Name like same thing as his father, because his official title is Demon Sword of War, and his sister was named after, of course, she likes that name because rose and clear skies. So yeah. But they call her Rose, and then calls dark clouds clouds. No, or darkness clouds of Warren thing. Darkness. So yeah. Yes. As it was a time skip, into the future. And yeah, Blue got married to Sky. And then they had a child and all that stuff. So yeah. Or two childs. Both of them, one was a girl, one was a boy, so yeah. And the Blue, most, she's okay with, or of course, she's okay with her husband visit her, or no, his sister. And yeah. How's your kids doing? Well, hey, sister. And she's all upset. Not your Mimi's sister anymore. Hey? As she storms off. As that totally broke his heart. Walks away. As he remembers telling her that no matter whatever happens, I'm always still be your brother. And plus, you are always gonna be my baby sister, no matter what. Okay? As she, of course, Sky didn't know what was going on, so, but when his friend, him, told him that the got sad thing because of her brother, her. They thought he hurt her, so he's goes battles against him, as he says there's a challenge. I win the not in the mood right now. As he tells him that my baby sister rejects me because I know that she's a grown. She's basically, no matter what, she's still my sister. No matter, because I care about her and everyone around me. I even care about you, Sky. And I didn't want to make her feel sad. And but she's changed on me. And just, I know that deep down I care about her more than anyone. And plus I try to, I'm not, as Sky's like yelling back saying, by just hurting her, by like slapping her around, that I there's no point in fighting me. As he tells Sky that because he knows that Sky is Blue's husband, so he tells him that if you see Blue, me and her are no longer brother and sister. Because I tried to talking to her normally, but she just freaked out about something, and like, I don't understand it. So don't worry. Yeah, I mean, no matter whom do you have to hate. Don't understand. I always call her my little sister because after all these years, and I have seen her when she was just a toddler. That's how it's all started. As he's basically trying to tell her that about how he's always been there for her. If okay, always been there. And Sky says, "Tell me more, please." Yes. my I always try. Of course, he tells Sky that it's just, I don't, whenever like, you said that hmm, I hit my little sister, that was a lie. I I was asking her how she was doing, and like just talking, and she melted, or no, she had a meltdown with me, like calling me like, or she tells me that don't don't call me a baby sister anymore. Or as so now it's as he tells Sky that he ends, I always called her that from the very beginning after she was born. But I know she's the big girl now, and I always cared about her, and her flipping out. She acts like her grandpa. And when Sky told, or when he heard that Blue, or what happened to, reason why I learned so much about doing war stuff is because of our grandpa. He told us that, and he treated me poorly. Like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to slice this up, you have to kill it. And plus, when she got the same treatment, wasn't a very good man. So I decided to kill him. That's how I got my official name. So yeah, he's basically don't understand it. Of why. And she had a meltdown. As basically, yes. So go home away. As his own mother's, or no, his own sister, or no, his own wife is smiling at that. And that, like, moving on from my old life. As he's, like, married and has kids that he cares about, and he doesn't treat them poorly. He treats them as the kids that they are. Like, he cares about them. And when she heard that he didn't, like, smack her around, but when she can tell that he's not lying. Of course, something else is going on. Of course, during the same time, one of the bugs, but let's say a bug of anger, bit Bloom. So yeah. And it infected her. So he's basically trying to keep his cool. And he's trained harder and harder. Like, he goes to, like, a gym to make sure he doesn't get, like, lose all his muscle things. So he's trained harder and harder. Faster and faster. He's so, like, angry. He let off some steam. And of course, that's on one side. On the other is when like, a science nerd noticed that he noticed that he noticed that when he did a full body scan on Bloom, he noticed there was a bite on back of her leg. And as I think that leg, as he draws, as he takes out some of that poison stuff, as he's does that little, like, experiment thing. I see. And this guy's like, what do you mean? Well, inside Blue's body, or there's the virus that some random bug, was infected her with. As she pulls out a page and he, like, opens a book and he's, okay, angry fly. And sorry about that. So yeah. So she's basically infected with the angry fly. So she's basically has, like, basically sadness and anger. So yeah. So they didn't realize that at first. But how do we tell this to him, to her brother? Well, what I heard, he's no longer Blue's brother. Okay. So, yeah, he's trying to decide. So yeah, so they basically does everything, and yeah, so all that stuff is done. So they cured her. Her. She's now like happy as a clam thing because her thing got cured, and she says, "What happened?" And, well, you're cured from a rare, like, bug bite. Super rare bug. Okay, what kind of bug was it? Well, it was a rage bug. Turns people into rage versions of themselves. Like basically, you had anger and sadness, or anger, and you yelled at your brother, or really most of the time. And I noticed, and okay, so, but he, your brother didn't realize that you got bitten on the leg by a bug. As so now he thinks, or no, of course she says he thinks that you're, or he is no longer your brother. As when she heard that, she couldn't believe that her that her or because she got bitten and acted weird. And let's say a couple days have passed before that happened. She, of course, he's like with Bloom. Usually, her, usually Bloom. Oh, it's always in that conversation. She's acting. Didn't. Of course, he's. I think there was a tree that had full of them, and his own wife tells him that there's a bug problem. Okay, I'll take care of it. As he walks outside, as he sees the trees, is full of them. As he's renamed his move from Dragonfire Cannon to Warlord Cannon, as he shoots a big fireball, and it destroyed all that, like, infected trees with. So yeah, because every time he tries to use his dragon fire, he always get reminded of his own sister. So yeah. So basically, he doesn't want to hang around with his sister. He only wants to hang around with his family, he got married to, and no one else. So yeah, they wanted to talk to him as yeah. So they manages to sneak right past, and they wanted to talk to him. It was Sky. So yeah. So they like basically went. Mm, of course, let's say not just, or let's say Blue really wanted to talk to his brother, but when, of course, she knows that he's not a one that could take him lightly. As yeah, he basically beat of course, he's, he knows that the bug landed on him, so he crushed it, and or he flecked it away, as he's unaffected by like those things. Begs me a question: why can't Blue, who be immune to that? So, yeah, as they're like angry, as he's trying. So when they, or when she shows up at there, she tells, or she wanted to talk to her brother, as she got stopped by her, and she says her eyeball is not allowing, or didn't, you hurt. Probably your husband told you that you're no longer welcome here. Yeah, but that wasn't me. It was the bug. And who that did it. The one that. How is he doing? Well, he was just burning those trees that had those same bugs on it. So yeah. So they're like, they couldn't believe that he killed all those bugs, as he was like, hmm. And his own sister ran right past her, as he looks up, as he sees his own little sister's face, as she tells him, or actually he tells her that, are you still upset? as she says no, no, and that bug, the one that you burnt, yeah, as he basically, as he noticed that her back of her leg was like all blue and red, just like how his arm was. Huh. As he gets up out of his chair, or or, or actually he walks around, as he can tell that as he gives her a hug and tells her that he's sorry for not realizing that who actually had that bug on you. As she starts tearing up, as she gave back his hug, like since he tells her that, or he, no, she tells him that she's sorry for her not realizing there was a bug on her, and like all that stuff. So yeah. So now this is the end of the video, and or not really, but they have now been back as brother and sister, and yeah, all that stuff.